A lot is happening at Chelsea FC and nobody is talking about it. So in this video, let's look at 5 things that are currently happening at Chelsea. That, of course, there's World Cup going on, so nobody is really paying attention to these things, but they are happening. Now, in this video, we'll be looking at first Chalobah. There's an update on Chalobah. There's an update on Xabi Alonso. There's an update on Enzo Fernandez, and a whole lot more, Bluco and the rest. First, let's start with Chalobah. So there's a news that just broke now that Como, whatever their name is, the Italian club that is being managed by Cesc Fabregas, have indicated interest in signing Chalobah. That Chalobah is a priority for Como, but then of course there's the budget or payment issue that they have, right? Now, first of all, Como, there is Badashil, there is what's the other guy's name? Fofana, there is Tosin. You guys can choose from those ones and leave what's his name? Chalobah alone. And of course, Chalobah is currently in the United States with the England squad, having been called off after an injury to Livramento, right? So Kumo, hands off Chalobah. I personally believe that Chalobah should be one of those untouchable players at Chelsea. You see Badashil, you see Tosin. We can still even manage Fofana. Let them go. Now, on Xabi Alonso, I've seen multiple media reports that Xabi Alonso may be making the same mistake that Liam Rosino made. In January, when Liam Rosino was brought in as Chelsea coach, during an interview, he was questioned about possibly signing players. And he made a statement. He said that Chelsea have a massive squad and that he wants to first play with them and see what he can do, suggesting that he can actually improve some of those players. And that is actually true. And that in itself is one of the problems that Chelsea FC have. Chelsea have a lot of players. Quantity, not quality. When you look at the defense, you can list out up to 4, 5, 6 players. And you say, oh, massive squad. But those are quantities, not quality. I hope Xabi Alonso does not make that mistake, because I'm seeing multiple media reports saying that Alonso had discussions with Chelsea owners, and some of them said, Chelsea have a massive squad. We are now in the Champions League next season, so Alonso can see how he can improve some of those players, since it is just only the Premier League, FA Cup and Carling Cup. That is a mistake that Liam Rosino made. If Alonso makes that mistake, I will be here to remind you guys that I told you. You will see Chelsea, oh, massive squad, but there's no quality there. You can only mention maybe 4 players in that current Chelsea squad that are world-class players. So Xabi Alonso should not make that mistake. Now, for Enzo Fernandez, of course, as it is right now, and I'll tell you guys this, and I want you guys to refer back to this video, Enzo Fernandez, in my opinion, have already left Chelsea. Recently, Cucurella moved to Real Madrid. Fernandez went to like the comments. Recently, we've heard reports of Fernandez saying that Chelsea should increase the salary or he will leave, which shows that it is not even about the salary. The guy wants to leave Chelsea. We've seen reports of the comments, the infamous comments he made about Madrid that Chelsea even had to punish him for. You understand? And liking the Cucurella post only suggests one thing. Now, recently too, we've heard that Real Madrid are interested. There have been reports that Mourinho have indicated that he prefers Enzo Fernandez. So for me, and I'm no longer considering Enzo Fernandez as a member of the Chelsea squad, his mind is out of Chelsea. We also saw him make the gesture of call me during last season. You know what that means. So Enzo Fernandez at this point should not be a player Chelsea fans should put their hope on. For me, he's already out of Chelsea at heart. You understand? And it is just really a matter of time he will proceed. The only thing is that in the case of Fernandez, Chelsea will have to insist that his at least 100 million fee is met. And whether Madrid will be willing to go that much for a player like Fernandez is left, to be seen. Now, Xabi Alonso will be resuming his duty as Chelsea coach, or rather, Chelsea manager. Sorry, that was a mistake. Note the difference there. Alonso was appointed as a manager, so Alonso will be resuming his duty as Chelsea manager on the 1st of July. That's about 8 days from today. He'll be resuming, and also in July also, preseason will commence. Now, one good thing about next season for Chelsea is the Champions League may also, the lack of Champions League may also be a blessing, and also the fact that key players, it is not good, but it may favor Chelsea. Joao Pedro, Kopama, Cowell, who recently came out from injury, and the rest were not called up for World Cup, right? So they are fresh. They are going to really be fresh and ready for the new season. So for that particular one, it is something positive for Chelsea FC, right? Now, there's also the issue of shared sponsorship for Chelsea. I've seen reports of discussions being held with various platforms, various companies, various organizations to have a shared sponsor. But it also indicates that Chelsea is likely not to have a shared sponsor by the time the Premier League season starts on the 21st of August. So on the issue of shared sponsor, Chelsea is likely not to have that on ground by that set date. Of course, some preseason matches have been scheduled to host within that period, within July up till August, when the Premier League season will start up fully. So these are some of the latest happening around Chelsea FC. I hope I didn't forget anything, as it is right now. There are promises that players will come in, but recent reports also suggest that Alonso may want to first assess the squad that he have on ground, and that's why Chelsea have not made any signings so far. He wants to see them play. He wants to have some training session with them, have some one-on-one discussions with them, and all those things. So that is, the reality on the issue of Alonso, and the issue of Alonso, right? And new signing, and of course the current Chelsea squad. Now, aside Enzo Fernandez, and of course Cucurella that have left, no other player is being linked out of Chelsea. Current Portuguese goalkeeper, I think Patrice or whatever his name is, have also been linked to Chelsea. But I don't think that deal is going to happen, because I think Chelsea is going to stay with Jurgensen and Sanchez. Three competitions will participating in next season. So I don't think that's massive squad size and all that. So first, Alonso must... I don't have any problem with Alonso trying to assess what is on ground, see the ones he believes he can genuinely improve, before maybe requesting for players to be brought in. I don't have a problem with that. My only problem is he may decide to trust them just like Rosinho did, and it will backfire. And in this case, Chelsea will fire him. That's just it. In fact, I think these current Chelsea owners are probably more ruthless than Roman Abramovich, as we have seen in recent times. What do you guys think? Drop your comment in the comment section. Please, guys, like this video, subscribe, share this video.